away from it all. Next morning, you wake up bright and early in Courtney's bed. You turn over to reach for her. Her side of the bed is empty. Courtney? You're humming, filtering in from the kitchen. And months later, Courtney appears in the doorway with a tray. Good morning, beautiful. How about breakfast in bed? This smells delicious. Just pancake, granola, fruit, and a hard-boiled egg. Nothing fancy. It's plenty fancy. Do you know how long it's been since someone made me breakfast in bed? Too long, I'm guessing. Bingo. Blush, you made me coffee. As Courtney sets the tray on the bed, lean over and kiss her. You get extra kudos for coffee. Laughing, she climbs into bed beside you. I just hope you like it strong. As you tuck into fluffy pancakes and fresh fruit in between sips of coffee, you give her a sidelong look. You seem in better spirits than last night. It helps that I got today off. And honestly, after that gala, I want to forget all about the drama and my coworkers' opinions for the next 2 hours. Fuck you. And honestly, after that gala, I want to forget all about the drama and my coworkers' opinions for the next 24 hours. She reaches over to squeeze your thigh. Today I just want to focus on us. Fuck you. Today I just want to focus on what matters. Us. God, that sounds perfect. You take another bite of pancakes and try to let all your worries from yesterday fade away. So, what do you want to do? We'll take your mind off things. I'd love to show you one of my favorite spots in the whole world, if you don't mind a hike, that is. I'm in. I'm an indoor cat, but I'll make an exception for you. She slips an arm around your waist and kisses you. You're the best. If it helps, this is a low elevation gain hike, like easy peasy. Promise. Noted, but please know that if you're wrong, I will make you carry me. Deal. There's just one problem. I didn't exactly bring any hiking clothes with me. About that, I got some new outdoor gear recently, and I might have picked up a few things I thought you like. Really? She gets up to open her closet. You sneak a peek at her very organized clothes. She pulls out a colorful tank top, a loose jacket, and some khaki shorts. I hope I got your size right. Only one way to find out. You set your plate aside, then hop off the bed and change it to the outfit Courtney picked up for you. You can feel her admiring gaze on you as you change, and you finish fastening the watch on your wrist. You turn to her with a smile. Good news. I think it fits. Oh yeah, I say so. She grins, openly looking you up and down with affection in her eyes. You saunter over to her for a kiss. How did you pick something so perfectly me? Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I think about you a lot. Laughing, you kiss her again. Sounds like it's mutual, because I never feel like I say it enough. Thank you. You can thank me after we get you this hike. You smile at her. For a moment, you can almost believe that everything's going to be okay. Courtney drives you well out of the city, just surrounded by trees and greenery. She parks at the entrance to a hiking trail, and you both get out and stretch. It's beautiful here. I feel refreshed already. You know what will help us stay refreshed? She holds up her phone. What if we turn these off today? No spam calls or distractions. Just two of us on an adventure. You don't call anything, right? Nope. I'm free and clear. Then let's do it. Both power down your phones, and your screen goes black. It feels like a literal weight has been lifted from your shoulders. Goodbye, phone, and any assholes who try to bother us. You're not reaching us today. Thank you so much. You shove your phone deep into your backpack, and Courtney does the same with hers. Phew, that felt good. Maybe I should turn this thing off more often. I think we both just unlocked our next New Year's resolution. And what's this favorite spot you want to show me? This way. She leads you up the trail, where trees cast depolated shadows over the path. Every step you take, you find yourself relaxing more and more. It'll take us about an hour to get there, but it's pretty easy going. Plenty of time to stop and smell roses. She gestures to a bush as you pass it. Or the ferns? I'm up there, plants. You get a pass for knowing more about human anatomy. Than anyone should have to. Plus, that is a fern. I think those trees over there are beech trees. Wow. While memorizing muscle groups, someone else was studying local flora. I like the outdoors. When I was younger, I just dreamed about visiting a natural park in every state. How'd that work out? I only made it to 3, but I had a blast doing it. Hey, same number as me. I had Yellowstone in the summer I graduated high school, and then later moved to Zion and Bryce. How did you finish college and med school early and still make time for that stuff? She shrugs. Being in medicine is how and why. Even while you're still in training, you hear about all the different ways the body can go wrong, how short life can be. So, even when I was fresh off a 6-day shift or sleep deprived as hell, I would make time to get outside, seize the day. You smile at her, feeling a surge of affection for this gorgeous, surprisingly wise woman, but in your thoughts shift somewhere darker. Is that how she's been surviving since the news about us got out? Has she had to run away from her work just to... You're startled out of your thoughts as Courtney gently takes your hand. Hey, try not to think about it. How did you... Because I know you, and I know what worry Samantha looks like. I know it's hard, but we spent plenty of time agonizing over what other people think. Just be here with me today, okay? We can worry about the rest of the world tomorrow. You're right. We came out here to be in the moment. You take a deep breath and try to push all thoughts together away. I just want to focus on you. Us. I know it's easier said than done, but I'll keep trying if you will. I will. I promise. The two of you press on, walking past the towering trees and boulders that have been sculpted by wind and time. It is breathtaking out here. Right? It's a great place to get away from the bustle of the city. How did you find this place? It's not exactly on the beaten path. Last year, I was looking for a getaway that wasn't too far from the city, but was far enough that no one I knew would be here. So I rented a car and drove out for a while, and eventually stumbled on this place, and I've been coming back ever since. I like the scenery that much. I like having a place where all the hardest parts of my job can't follow me. I'm here. I try to put all that aside and just exist. She gestures at all the greenery around you. Distant bird song filters through the trees. She stopped to drink it in. Normally, I come here solo, but I figured I could trust you in my secret spot. Courtney, your secret is safe with me. No. Courtney, I'll just show you some of my favorite places too. We can trade secret getaway spots. Yes, please. I got Wesley out next week. Point taken. I'll find somewhere fun to take you. But while we're here, what's your favorite What's your favorite thing about this place? Best part is at the end of the hike, but we're coming up on one of the highlights now. Cody points out a massive tree just off the path. I've climbed that tree at least 1,000 times. It's got a crook near the top of the branches, but I have to catch my breath, taking the view. You climbed that tree? Like, all the way up there? Not a fan of heights, huh? I just don't want to plunge my untimely death. You're a doctor. You know how fragile human bodies can be. So I'm not looking to tempt fate. I don't think the odds of falling that high, but not intended. Wait, I don't think the odds of falling are that high, pun not intended, but they aren't zero. Right, it's your call, but the view there is gorgeous. If you want to try to climb, I'll be with you every step of the way. That was number 12 on your list, right? Face your fears. I got plenty of those waiting for me back at home, but conquering this one does sound weirdly cathartic. Visit might make whoever's waiting for me back in the real world a little easier. As long as you spot me. As skill life, so easy, a toddler can do it, too. Professional gear required. How hard to climb are we talking about? A level 3. Wait, out of 5 or 10? You tell me. She leads you over to the tree and past this sturdy trunk. Nice little branch here, see? Never to climb. You just take a big step like this. Just take a big step. Like this. She hops up onto the branch. And now, the next one's right in arm's reach. See? That felt like a 3.5 out of 10. But I'll give it a shot. You take a deep breath and step up to the tree, trying to ignore your sweaty palms. Grab right there, and then stick your foot in that little hold. If you let me die, I will come back and haunt you for the rest of your natural life. Good news for both of us, then. You aren't gonna die. She holds out her hand, and you wipe your palms on your clothes, then reach for the lowest tree branch. You grab the pointing branch, Courtney pointed out, holding yourself up as you plant your foot on the branch she's standing on. And before you know it, you've hopped onto the branch beside her. Holy crap, I did it. Feeling proudly, she leans over to give you a peck on the cheek. You made it look good. Now you have to do that 7 more times. Great. Wonderful. No sweat. Go it under your breath. You haul yourself up the tree, using the other branches for support. The things I do for this woman. Couldn't guide you each step of the way, showing you handholds, sometimes helping to lift you up to them. Almost there. You're doing great. Really? I feel like we just left you make the mistake of looking down, and it's like just the whole world seems to spin. Courtney, maybe this is a bad idea. You got this. Just look up. Focus on the next branch you need to grab. Her voice is soothing, so you swallow hard and do what she says. You keep climbing up, up, up. You reach a set of branches that have plenty of space to sit, like a natural hammock. I did it. I'm the queen of the world. Laughing, she grips your waist so that you can lift your arms, Titanic style. And I'm happy to be your fellow queen. With her hands holding you steady while your feet come out the way, just drinking in the fresh air and a sea gorgeous view. Whatever the world throws at us, Courtney and I can handle it. You turn to see her smiling at you. We're to climb, right? He's great. We're up here where no one can touch us. Courtney nods and takes your hand, rubbing her thumb over your knuckles. No one can even catch us if they tried. You beat my record time climbing up here. I did? By a whole minute. Courtney, you're joking. I'm serious. Time to and everything. She holds up her watch, grinning. Well, I guess fear is a strong motivator. You got you up here, so whatever works. You lean into the tree, enjoying the cool breeze and the view that seems to stretch on for miles. If you look to the west, you can just see the start of the lake. It's great for swimming, and they do canoe and paddleboat rentals. We should rent one next time. Classic couples activity. I'm in if you are. Courtney points out another spot, and your eyes follow her finger. Over there's a dog park where I spent way too many hours making friends with strangers' dogs. You say it like it's a bad thing. It is when it makes me consider impulse decisions at the local animal shelter. Speaking of animals, there's one hawk that used to nest near. There's a flutter of wings, and then the hawk lands on a branch just above your head. It stares down at you, Courtney, with an imperious glare. Oh my god. Nice to meet you? You don't hold out your hand to the bird with the razor-sharp murder beak, but you do wave at it. Well, we come in peace? It stares at you with its bright gaze, then lets out an approving squawk. The hawk gives you one last long look before launching into the air and zooming away. Oh my god. Did that really just happen? I'm pretty sure it did. Then, how about this? You pull in for a kiss. She groans softly as you rub your tongue against hers. The familiar scent of her mangoes, the fragrance of the boughs, the clear, crisp air as you kiss her breathless. Real enough for you? You always been nothing but real to me, Samantha. You kiss Courtney again. She cups your cheek when you finally pull back. You know, now that we're up here, it's hard to remember what I was ever afraid of. All it took was a little climb and a lot of encouragement. More like a lot of bravery. You're a fighter, Samantha. She strokes the pad of her thumb over your cheek. Remember that when we get back on solid ground, okay? I'll try. With Courtney's help, you make your way back down the tree, but her confidence stays with you like an ember warming your chest. You and Courtney continue along the trail, chatting and enjoying the scenery. But not long after she points out the next trail marker, you see her reach for her phone. Hey, no phones today, remember? You're not on call. I know. There's just this one patient I can't stop thinking about. She's in surgery 2 days ago. I heard she had a rough night last night. I just want to check if the attending doctor on shift sent me any updates. You take her hand and lace your fingers through hers. It's sweet that you're so worried. But what do we promise to do today? To focus on the here and now. Correct. You deserve to unwind too. You can't do good work if you never let yourself recharge. And everyone deserves a break. Especially my hard-working girlfriend. She takes a deep breath, then nods. I guess the world won't end if I disconnect for one day. Thanks for a reminder. Just trying to return the favor. She squeezes your hand, then finally lets go as you round a bend in the trail. There's gonna be some elevation gain in this next stretch. Nothing too bad, but just watch your step. She leads the way up a small hill. A brief wave of anxiety hits you. I'm not 26 anymore. I don't know if I can keep up with her. You keep the thought to yourself and make it up the hill, just a few steps behind her, but... How about a breather and a sunscreen break? We've been hiking for an hour and a half. We both need some. Good call. You catch your breath, take the sunscreen out of your backpack, and squeeze some into your hand. I think I'd be better about my sunscreen. It's a doctor. My friends always have to remind me. Well, One good thing about hitting 40, as the years of my thoughts reminded me, the habit finally stuck. I have purse sunscreen, suitcase sunscreen, bedside table sunscreen, bathroom sunscreen, and probably more than I'm forgetting. It is important. I'm glad you keep up with it. So is my skin. Now come here. She bows her head as you reach up and gently apply sunscreen to her face, taking your time to rub it in. I can get used to this. You laugh and squeeze more sunscreen into your hands. Alright then, give me your arm. Coney obediently sticks out her right arm, and you massage the sunscreen onto it, trying to play with her muscles under your fingertips. When she's sufficiently sunscreened, she takes the tube from you, eyeing you with a grin. Your turn. What do you want, Sam? With pleasure. Let a happy sigh as Courtney's fingertips trail over your neck, rubbing into lotion. Then she slowly trails down, applying it to your neckline. As gentle as the touch is, it sends a small drill to you, especially when you catch her eyes lingering at the lowest point of your neckline. Normally I wouldn't stop you, but you do have a hike to finish. You can't stay forever. You underestimate me. I'm a great multitasker. Sure, but you seem to look up the trail to see where you're taking us. I don't think my cleavage can help with that. Laughing, she finally finishes her work and takes a step back. Okay. I'll stay on task. I promise. Once you're both fully covered in sunscreen, you put away the tube, you grab your trusty water bottle. Your hand caught in the bottle, she takes a long, slow sip. You really get prepared, huh? With my trail knowledge and you being ready for anything, make a good pair. That warms your heart as you rifle through your hiking bag for one last thing. Speaking of being ready for anything, I also brought extra snacks. Okay, girl. I need you to bring some granola bars so I can fuel up on the go. Well there, Hassan. I think my homemade shortbread and crackers deserve a little more respect than being a snack on the go. I gotta stop and take a proper snack break, if you are. There are all kinds of beautiful spots around here. Glancing through the trees, spy breaking a tree line, not far off, where the grass of a small meadow sways in the breeze. Like that meadow? Yeah, looks like a great place to stop and eat. As the bird song filters through the woods, you also realize just how much privacy you do have out here. It's way easier to enjoy this. It's way easier to enjoy on solid ground instead of up in a tree. Come on, we deserve an actual break. A break with home-baked treats with my girlfriend? Sounds perfect. You lead the way down a smaller foot trail toward the meadow you spotted. And the two of you step out into an open space full of swaying grass and delicate wildflowers. Can't believe I never stopped it before. Past me was missing out. But now present you gets to enjoy what present me and all these bees. As long as they don't mess up our food, I don't want the company. I saw you pack a small blanket earlier. Why don't you spread that out and I'll plate the crackers, cheese, and cookies? Coney gives you a playful salute. Yes, ma'am. I'm 14 years older than you. It still hurts for you to call me ma'am. Before long, she has a picnic blanket laid out, and you just set up an armful of various snacks on a small platter you brought. You both help yourselves to the homemade baked goods and well-paired cheese, and Coney lets out a small, happy noise. God, this is a good spread. You put way more thought into the trail field than I do. You give her a playful nudge. You might have done more traveling than me, but I've had more years to get hikes in. She lifts a cracker loaded with cheese to you in a salute. And I am so happy to benefit from your wisdom. Yeah? Maybe this age gap thing has its benefits. I think it always has. It means we're two different people with two different perspectives on life, right? That means I get to share mine, and you get to share yours, and we both win. I know that intellectually, dealing with other people's reactions has always been the hardest part. But maybe you're right. Maybe it's time to screw it and live my life the way I want. I like the sound of that, especially when that life includes me. Taking out a bite of brie and crackers. It feels like we're a million miles away from the hustle and bustle of the city. It's nice, right? I haven't been on a picnic in ages. Connie groans with happiness when she takes a bite of your fresh baked bread. And I haven't had bread this good in ever. This should be illegal. Bread should not be this good. Now let's keep the recipe a secret then. As long as you keep making stuff for me, I won't tell. Besides you brought the food, I brought something to wash it down with. She reaches into her backpack and produces a green thermos. She unscrews the lid and holds it out to you. Brought some wine just in case we find a spot to sit and sip. Well, we really are a good pair. You pluck a cube of cheese off. Fuck you. You pluck a cube of cheese off your napkin and lean over to Courtney, holding it up to her lips. There you go. She takes it from you, her lips brushing your fingertips. You shiver a little to contact. Yum. Thank you. No, thank you. She pauses. Fuck you. She passes you the thermos, and you both take small sips in between more bites of food. You know, this reminds me of a cake I've been planning for the grand opening. How so? I decided to take some inspiration from a winery trip. I learned so much about good cooking wine versus sweet wine. So I'm making a wine sauce for delicate yellow sponge cake, topped with fresh pastries. At least, that's the plan. The winery made that much of an impression on you, huh? It did. It's my girlfriend. She grins at you. Well, I think it's a genius idea. Wine and dessert is a classic pairing for a reason. You spot a pair of fat, fuzzy bumblebees that are flitting around from flower to flower. It's all bees and honey. That's it. That's what now? I want to do a honeycomb cake for the opening too. I've been stumped on how to decorate it. What if you put little sugar beads on honeycomb pieces? You read my mind. It's perfect. Everyone's gonna want to take their own bee slice home. I hope so. Warmed by the sun and each other's company, you finish your snacks and lie down on a blanket next to her. Courtney, I'm really glad you brought me out here. You're the one who spotted this meadow. I just convinced you to go hiking. Still, credit where it's due. She pulls you into her arms and you snuggle against her chest. I've lived my life for someone else for so long. Being inspired like this again feels like a gift. You deserve it, Samantha. Your eyes meet yours, and the affection shining in them makes you breathless. You deserve the world. Till you head toward Courtney and pull her into a sweet kiss. Fuck you. And pull her into a kiss. She tastes like the sweet wine you've been sipping. Debatable. But right now, all I want is you. You pull her closer, hooking one leg over her hip so that your bodies can rest flush together. Courtney takes the hand, letting her thighs slap between yours as she kisses you again. It's just enough friction to send a spark of warmth racing through you as her hands trail up your sides, teasing and caressing. Was that not a request? No, it actually was. You kiss till you're dizzy from the taste of her, and eventually you pull back to catch your breath. Oops, looks like the sun is getting higher. And as much as I hate to say it, we should get more. As much as I hate to say it, we should get moving before it's too hot out. She reaches up to brush her thumb over your lower lip. How about we pick this back up when we get back home tonight? pressed one last kiss to her lips as a promise was to come. We better. After leaving the meadow, you hike onward, eventually zigzagging up a small slope. Till you arrive at a beautiful viewpoint atop a cliff, overlooking a glittering lake below. Guess I can keep up recording after all. And I made it here melting into a sweaty, wheezy mess. She turns to you, smiling, the sunlight framing her head like a halo. Told you it'd be worth the hike. How do you feel? I feel like an Olympian. If you got another cliff you want to climb, I'm ready. Just say the word. She laughs warmly. Not everybody make it home by sundown, but you handled this one like a pro. I'm proud of you. I think I'm proud of me too. Connie watches you with a soft smile. She takes in view. Slide your arm around her waist and tuck her close. So, is my prescription for a day of distraction done its job? You reply by pulling her into a kiss. Yes, Dr. Dawson. This was exactly what we both needed. Hike back is over before you know it. Two of you pack up your hiking gear and toss everything into Courtney's trunk. Why don't we come here again next weekend? Check out one of the other trails. I'm working next weekend, unfortunately. Maybe the one after that. Here's a date. Good. And today's not over yet. Where's over a hearty dinner after all that exercise? Let me see how late my favorite Italian place is still open. You both turn your phones on at the same moment. Courtney's is immediately flooded with a barrage of texts, notifications, and missed calls. What's going on? I don't... She scans the text, and her face immediately falls. Damn it. That patient I was worried about crashed. The hospital's been trying to reach me for a consult before she goes into emergency surgery. Your phone finally comes to life, but there's only one text waiting for you, from your ex. Is she with you? Shit. Your stomach lurches as Courtney frantically texts her college bag. Then she puts her head in her hands. God damn it. This isn't your fault. You were on call. But I still left my phone on. I always leave it on for emergency. I should have known better. You shouldn't be tied to your work 24/7. You deserve to disconnect if you... I can't talk about this right now, Samantha. I'm sorry. I have to get back. Okay. You climb into the car, and Courtney races back toward the hospital. Your heart sinks as she dials one of her colleagues. Dr. Sadiport, I'm here. Fill me in. What's going on? Deja vu hits you like a wave. Just like so many days with Sid, your plans fall... Deja vu hits you like a wave. Just like so many days with Sid, where your plans fell apart because the work had to come first. And it should. It's an emergency. But you can't shake that queasy feeling in the pit of your stomach. What if she can't be with me and do this job the way she needs to?